Here's a great idea for your next outing. A cruise of the L.A. Harbor on a Spirit Cruises yacht. Spirit Cruises offers everything you need to relax and enjoy your time on the water. For more information, call 310-548-8080 or visit spiritmarine.com.
Well, welcome once again to the Thrashpie Radio Podcasts. Now, with the 30th anniversary of the Pure Rock format at KNAC duly celebrated, heartfelt thanks go out to all of those who attended in person, and certainly all of those who joined us in spirit online and at the clubs and on KLOS. It was a great, great, great time, so thank you. So it was closed-door meetings led by our general manager, Gary Price, that ultimately lit the Pure Rock fuse, as I found out from our sales manager, Nicki Randolph.
You know, I would have weekly sales meetings with Gary, and he'd be like, wow, we're really not making much money here. We're like a college station, and, you know, this is not working for the owner, and we got to do something different. So one day he says to me, you know, these artists like Ronnie James Dio and Ozzy Osbourne are still selling out stadiums, but no one plays their music anymore. And I just looked at him like, you got to be crazy. You're talking about heavy metal.
So there you go. Why not heavy metal? Right. Why not? Program Director Jimmy Christopher has a very clear memory of the run-up to the launch, including dates and times.
This was like late in the year in 85, but I know on December 16th of that year, of 1985, Gary and I decided on the metal hard rock format. He had been in talks with, you know, Jeff Pollack and Rob Lipschutz and those folks at Pollack Media Group. And Jeff had never done that before, and as it turns out, that was the only format that he did it with, was with KNAC. And I even asked him after that, I said, so you're going to take this national or do this with more formats? And Jeff said, nope, this is the only one.
So everything's lined up, thought through, planned out to the minute, and all that's left is just to do it, right? Well, wait a minute. We're going to need some music.
Nicki and I tripped on up to, we took the KNAC Pure Rock van, you know, with the pink KNAC 1055 logo on the sides. We took that up to Tower Records on Sunset and went in and bought 231 hard rock albums. And all this was secretive, you know, and the beauty of that was there wasn't Twitter, there wasn't Facebook, there wasn't, you know, social media like there is today, because we could have never gotten away with that. I mean, somebody would have tweeted or posted or done whatever that would have blown our cover.
The kid in the store.
Yeah, the kids in the store, exactly. And they were even asking us, Thrasher, they were saying, so what are you going to do with all these records? So, well, we, one of our clients or one of our owners, somebody owns a station in Idaho, and they're going to switch formats. You know?
Now, as much noise as Pure Rock KNAC made over the years, almost nothing matches the initial birth of the format on KNAC. I mean, it was like a doctor slapping a baby's ass.
And on D-Day, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Gary assembles the entire staff and says, at 6 o'clock, we're changing formats to heavy metal. Oh, my God. Some people just got up and quit, and this is bullshit, and I don't want any part of this, and so on. So they left, and Big Rick Stewart, he was the DJ that was on before the 6 o'clock deadline. And there was no controlling him. He was just doing whatever the hell he wanted. He was going to quit anyhow. And he was playing stuff like the Buzzcocks and Anarchy in the UK by the Sex Pistols and, you know, just really going at it. And then at 6 o'clock on the dot, took his headphones off, threw them down, and walked out of the room. And the entire lights on the phone system lit up. What the hell are you people doing? This sucks. What? You're crazy. You know, and so for the next few days, we had protests outside, you know, that this was terrible. They wanted rock and rhythm. But it was too late. We were on our way. And as I remembered, our very first guest was Ozzy Osbourne.
Not a bad first guest. Throughout the years, KNAC would have just about all of the heavyweights of metal music come through the doors at one time or another. On my next podcasts, you're going to hear more from some of those Pure Rock notables, and you'll also hear from music director Ross Goza about how those great relationships with KNAC were established with the artists, their management, and their record labels. I hope you'll check it out. And many, many thanks, as always, to the king of radio producers, Mike Stark, not only for the inspiration and motivation, but for the generous use of the LA radio studio here in the LA Harbor. Thanks for listening. Keep an eye on your Facebook page for the next Thrashpie Radio Podcast.